Well, hello, Doomers, and welcome to the final map of Junkfood 4 for the secret maps. And we got a banger. This map is phenomenal. Yeah, really happy with this. Really happy how this turned out. So this is a post commentary. This map took me around 200 attempts. This is a Brain Freeze exclusive demo. Let's get right into it, alright? So first off, what you gotta do is you gotta kill a bunch of Cyber Demons, 18 of them. You don't got a Megasphere. Well, it's behind them. So yeah, every single attempt you gotta do this room first. Takes about a minute and 5 seconds. But yeah, super dope map, man. And it's from the last map that the gateway to get Megiddough leads to here. So what I want to do is I want to go, there's 8 pathways you can choose and all of them are made by different creators. This is the Red Bull pathway. And yeah, this is probably the hardest pathway in my opinion. And the strat to do it without dying is like kill all the arachnotrons on the left, which takes a lot of time. And I don't want to do that every time, you know? So I'd rather just do this fight first and just kind of wing it, hope I live. And yeah. So I'm rushing this part. If you do this without rushing and like having it be the safest way possible, it takes about 10 minutes to do this part. Which is a big no-no. Wee-wah-wah. Every single area in this map has different music, which is sick. Hey. Love this track in particular. I should probably save this one, to be honest. I need to save this one, to be honest. Oh! Sorry, don't know what happened there. That game just kind of... That was very strange. Is it because I paused there? I'm unsure. Alright, but anyways. So yeah. Basically we're rushing the buttons now. You gotta press 3 of them and you can go down here, and this is why the fight's really hard. So you're only given 8 Megaspheres and they're all pretty much surrounded by enemies. And you have all these cybers from both ways. And you got a bunch of revenants. I actually grabbed 2 Megaspheres there, which was very not good. And I was super lucky to live that right there. I thought I was dead, but I just kept pushing forward and I lived. So when you can, you want to get around these guys. Even though you lose damage from the lava pool, it's still safer than being in the middle of here. And yeah, this fight just can go really wrong. And then once you can get past these revenants, you see an entryway, it's good to take it. So yeah, the Red Bull Arena. Yeah, I just beat this map, you know, probably an hour ago. So happy to have this one done, because it's definitely not easy, man. It's one of those maps that you get nervous towards the end. At least for me. I don't know. Alright, and then we can go to the Knights 108 arena, which is also a contender for probably the hardest one. So first off, you can do the punch there, which is a Crusader strat, and then the Cyber doesn't wake up immediately. So you punch before going in, and that actually really helps out. So shout out to Crusader for finding that, because I would have never found that out. It's a very smart trick there. It's the first time I ever did something like that, the punch. But yeah, this area is just rough, man. Revenants everywhere, Cyber Demons everywhere, no cover at all. There's only 2 places for cover, and this is one of them. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that area with the Revenants is clear, so then I can run through, do the parkour, and go to the safer side. I also want to make sure I press the button from in that area, so I don't have to go back there, because I want to do as little as parkour as possible. And there's a bunch of Cybers here. You really gotta watch where you stand. I like to stand right under this Cyber Demon, as it seems to be the safest spot. Sometimes a Revenant can come behind you and do a lot of damage. Cyber died early there, which was really helpful for me. So basically I want to focus the Cyber that already died at this one. And that way I can have a pretty good safe spot. Probably the best safe spot you can get on this map. But also, if a rocket hits you, it'll just rip you right off the map here. And at this point, I've already done the hardest fight of the map. So, you gotta play it safe at this point, because it's really hard to live that first fight, man. At least with like the blitz strategy. And yeah, it's super easy to get randomly rocketed through like these little slivers. So you want to keep in mind where all the Cyber Demons are, and keep a note if they're shooting or not. And yeah, here's a good vantage point to kill everything. And there's 3 buttons in this area. You gotta press all of them, and every button will spawn a bunch of imps in the middle, and 2 Cyber Juniors. So in total there's 6 Cyber Juniors, just like that in the middle there. Ooh, sorry about that. Really helps that the map has like 8 soundtracks to it. You never really see maps that do that. You know, maybe they'll have like 2 soundtracks or something, but never 8. Probably does like bloat the size of the WAD though, but who cares, you know. It's not like WADs are like 10 gigabytes big. So yeah, taking my time here again. So it's really hard to kill these Mancubus, so I kind of just gotta let them be. This is a scary part right here, doing this. Just one small step there can ruin everything. And then here you can just run past. And this last side. Last side is usually pretty easy. I never died here, I don't think. I mean, you can, if you get unlucky, the Cybers can destroy you. Almost got killed there, actually. And then just gotta kill the final 2 Cybers and the imps. But unfortunately, One of the imps ended up spawning really late in this demo, so I had to come back here. Yeah, so I was waiting this long and there was still an imp that didn't spawn in, which was very frustrating. So next we have this fight. So basically if you press use, you can bring these pillars up, and this fight is ridiculous. Luckily there's a way to kinda cheese it, not really though. So you gotta shoot those cybers, and then when the eyes glow green, that means you press the button. But as you can see, there's just an overwhelming amount of missiles. And if you don't get the eyes green right away, it becomes very dangerous. I think in this demo I got pretty lucky though, and they just kind of, yep. A tip for that is to make sure the revenants under the cybers are out of view, or else your auto aim will shoot the revenants instead, which you don't want. And that is a Crusader strat in his demo. Now we got a bunch of archviles here. If they get flinched, then they will target you. But it's no big deal. You got the pillars. I died to this wave one time. But what's really cool about this map is that you can choose which side you do first, which is always great, man. It's always makes it more fun trying to play, trying to think of stuff. But I do like linear maps too, but some of them can be a bit not frustrating, but repetitive. Alright, now we're on to the Dashy arena. So this one is a cheese, done by Crusader. So if you don't shoot, the big enemies won't wake up. And also, yeah. So we just gotta be careful. If you're lucky, the archviles won't wake up. Like as you'd see, I woke up that one over there. And you can just go for the button there, but the cybers are too scary. So I almost died here. Luckily the cybers weren't shooting at me. But yeah, without cheese, this fight would be pretty tough. There's 2 cheesable fights in this whole entire map. Not counting the Cassis one. Alright, so then I decided to go press the button. Now we can go in the middle. And here, what you want to do is just want to stay here, let everything spawn in, and just try to get infighting going. Basically, the longer you stay here, the better. Because when you teleport back in, you don't want to teleport onto a cyber demon. It's very dangerous. However, I do have a strat which helps teleporting in. So even though these things fall down, they're not crushers. They don't hurt you, thankfully. Yeah, I just stay here until I feel uncomfortable. Alright, and now we're doing the stuff yesterday fight. This fight isn't too bad, but the cybers can really mess you up. So like about like 30 seconds of the fight, you'll have 2 cybers spawn in like every teleporter. And you can get a bit unlucky with them. I've had a few times where that happened. So yeah. Luckily they both started infighting there, that was really good. So in total there's 16 cybers, I believe. There's 4 sides and 4 on each side. But besides the cybers, it's not really dangerous. You really gotta be careful of the sniper cybers. I don't know why that cyber's teleported in so late. Again, just taking my time, 17 minutes into a demo. Don't really want to lose that time. Alright, so I messed up in this demo because after I was done with this fight, I should have went to Dashi's arena, because if standing in this arena, the also there's like 4 vials here. Standing in this arena, the enemies in the Dashi's arena are away from the teleporter. So I end up losing a minute because I just forgot to go in Dashi's arena after this. So anyways, I believe next is Moth Arena. I don't even remember who is Moth. I don't remember their full name, but yeah. This arena is actually pretty scary. It isn't too bad, but it lasts for a while, and there's Pyro Knights, and you have to kind of push through these Pyro Knights every circle you do. And sometimes, you know, if you hug a Pyro Knight, they do so much damage to you, man. They're very dangerous enemies. Just like that. I was in there for maybe a second and almost died. There's 2 cybers, but usually they just help. Never had an issue with the cybers in this fight. And they always die by the end. If you're lucky, they'll just focus on the Pyro Knights. this point though, you gotta be careful, because if you fall off here, it's pretty easy to fall off in these like little corners, especially where the cankos are. Alright, next part's a bit scary actually. We got 3 little piles of arch vials spawning in, and it just can go wrong if they all target you at once or they push you off the map, which is very plausible. So first I go for this pile. Luckily that one went pretty well, and then this one. It's usually Kankos here. Got pretty lucky, no zaps, which is great. I want to kill those guys before I forget. And here it can get a little dicey. There's a bunch of Pyro Knights. And yeah. If you're really low on health here, it can be very bad. They do give you 2 Megaspheres at this pyramid once you press the switch. Alright, and now we have the WASD-B fight. Now this is my least practice fight at all. Least practice fight. So I was a bit scared. And I had a lot of close deaths here, actually. This fight did not go well. So first off, on the side you got enemies and they're just spiraling around. And there's Cyber Juniors up there, which is the scariest part. Yeah. You got 4 Archviles in the middle, so if you grab those Megaspheres, I believe they can see you. Oof. Oh yeah, that was really bad there. Not super low health, but you know, at this point of the demo, you don't want to get that low. So once I get the middle stabilized, it's pretty good. And then I kind of want to focus on killing these Cybers. Because they're the biggest threats. Yeah, you can go up there on that ring. I don't recommend it really. But I would say this is probably the easiest side of the map. Yeah, I think so. And then I just want to kill these Revenants. It's very annoying to kill these guys. The outer ones. Because they're so fast. And I believe this is a pizza that we're on. Oh. Not 100% on that. It's definitely something. Definitely a faster way to kill these guys. This is probably the safest way. You don't want to get too close or the archviles can hit you. But yeah, even the easiest fight, you can still die here. And then there's gonna be a bunch of archviles here. This can be kind of scary. So I just charge up a few shots. Alright, and now we're on to the final arena. And this one, oh, where is it? It's, I forget whose this is. PX, who is that? I don't remember off the top of my head, I'm sorry. So you press this, and, oh, maybe it's Phoenix, is my guess. So if you don't shoot, all the enemies won't spawn in, which is great, because this fight is actually really tough. Yeah, another Crusader cheese I'm stealing. So, yep, you just kind of let everything kill itself. And there's an archvile, which you really don't want waking up. If the enemy shoots it, you're kind of out of luck. But you can still live, it's just more annoying. And the luckiest you get is a Revenant left, because you can just kind of... Where hell I? And then... you have to wait a long time here, so I'm just gonna speed this up because I'm just waiting like almost 5 minutes. Yeah. So you wait out the whole fight. It's fun with the Revenant. You can just force him to punch you the whole time. Right, I think it's soon. I'm not sure. Yeah, you have to wait here a long time, man. A long time. Alright. So here, what I want to do is I want to shoot before I leave, get some infighting, but honestly, the longer you stay here, the more likely you're gonna die. So, just staying here, and yeah. So, now, I go into the Cassis room, and that's because this, DDTT. So if you look here, all the enemies will go into this corner, and our teleporters on the opposite side of where the enemies are. So, and also they have much better infighting if they stay here. So that is why I wait here and I just kind of fool around real quick. And I do this until all the enemies stop dying in the bottom left. Because at this point, the map's pretty much finished, besides cleanup. And it would really suck to die at this point. So I believe it stops at around 400 something. Alright. So at this point, it's safe enough to go back into that fight. So, playing it very safe. Just kind of scared of cyber missiles. So this should have been the final fight, but I forgot to do the dashy cleanup to the very end. But yeah, there's like 500 enemies in here, and a lot of cyber demon. Super close quarters too, and there's just enemies spawning at every corner, which just makes it really difficult. Thankfully, there's cheese. It would be very scary without it. Alright, then we're good here. So, as I said, in the Dashi room, I like to stay in the SY area, Stuff Yesterday Arena, because if you look on the map here, it slowly brings them to this side, and there's a lot, or it keeps them away from the teleporter. So I stay in here for about a minute. So I'll just speed up a little bit. And this way, I can teleport in. Alright. So, here we are. Bam. Your average daily dose of cleanup. But yeah, man, this map is super cool. So many mappers worked on it, which is really cool to see. Also, that Revenant missile, I thought it was only one, but apparently it was like 2 or something. I don't know how I took so much damage there. It scared me a little bit. Yeah. I love these like collab maps, especially when they're good and there's no soft locks. Map 89 was like kind of collabby, like 3 people or something, and there was 1 soft lock, but this one there's none, I believe, which is really good to see. I don't think there's a way to mess up the kill count. Which is really impressive considering there's 8 people. Alright, and at this point I noticed that I was missing an enemy. And I started getting really worried because I didn't remember if there was an enemy at the ending, or if the ending, you know, instantly broke the level. And worst case scenario, it was the imp in the parkour area, which is just an area you don't want to be in when it's falling is the difference between you beating the map and losing. So I'll just speed up a little bit because I was checking the other arenas to find the last enemy. Again, I was a little worried here. I just kept walking around. Wasn't here. Then I checked here. Wasn't here. Blah blah blah. Then I checked over here. Wasn't here. And then I finally gave up and checked the parkour area. Yeah. And look. Voila! There it is. Now, I never took that parkour way before, so I was very worried. So I decided to take this one. Yeah. Took this really slow. I'm sure you can understand. Alright. Yeah. And there it is, Megiddough. And after this, we have the secret credit map. Or, not secret map, just credit map. And then, I'll see you there. So, this map was by many people. Mulcha is Moth. Okay. Megiddough, done 42 minutes and 54 seconds by Phoenix, Dashy Freaking 10, Steph Yesterday, Kessis, Mulcha, Red Bull, Knights 108, and WSDB. Alright, see you guys on the credits map. Up, we did it, guys. Look where we're at. We're at the credits. Oh yeah. So yeah, there's really no enemies, so I'll just play without the HUD on. So I guess we'll go over all the names real quick, and then we'll hop onto the secret episode. So yeah, map 1. Welcome back to Junkfood by Meowgie. Razors and the Caramel Apple by Grapes. Trick or Treat by Monsieur. Protein Shake by Chukum. Corrupted Soul by Dashy Frickin' Tian. Glutton for Punishment by Pakatamizamis. Monumental Feast by DJV. The Valley of Purple Dew by Neru the Doomer. Are You Entertained by The Loneliness. Little Shop of Hors d'oeuvres by Steph Yesterday. Red Milk by Marybo. Trick or Toblerone by Niloquy. Milo by Lucky Eddie. King of the Burger by Duck Recon Major. Why do I not remember what that was? French Tacos by Tony the Parrot. Castle Crab Louse by Mortis Causatonascio. Crunchy Skeletons and Their Crunchy Friends by Track Federal. 54's Along the Ride by Payment Plan. Pumpkin Spice by Adam the Slave. A Grave Mistake by Bernardo. Great map. 1 Billion Draculas by Ivy Maganapina. One Last Lick for the Lovers by Maribel. I think there was something laced in the chocolate by Vertel. Meow Meow Meow. Yeah. Oh, right. Meow 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 by Ravendesk. Castle of Don't Have Time to Think of a Title by Tsunami. Dance Macabre by Sapien. Candy by Petya. Shingeki no Hero Naito by Chuma. The Rushed Brunch by Beru Barreto. It's The Great Pumpkin John Junk by Aodi. The Rambler Map by Molcha. Church of the Cosmic Candy Corn by Treehouse Minis. Wow, this is hurting my voice. Another Slightly Tilting Map by Spend Oregon. Cool by Abanki. How It Feels to Be Chillin' During Trick or Treat by Tony the Parrot. The Munchies by Chukum. Croquette Corp by Soulrunner. Orange Interlude by Knights 108. Rizless No Riz by Tavio. Free Terrarian by Knights 108. Matsuri. And It, I of course mean, by Habungi. Hatsheput's Crypt by Lady Miss Dragon. Corn Syrup Crypt by Bluey. The Body of Christ is Compelling by AOD. Grounds for Reincarnation by Subalabapaka. Wormfood by Eater29. Cadavercado by Phoenix. Violet Temple by The Lamp. Spider Donut by Ultima Mantoid. Not Enough Purple. Whistler DJC. Purple Memorial Park by Ostinado. Cyan Nightmare by Nukid 101. 1-1. Oh my god. There's so many left. Moving in Stereo by Jacksek Born. A Doritos Refinery by Nero the Doomer. Slaughter Melon by Wast B. Quadtanium by Chuba. Candy Corner by Domo. Monsters Under My Bed by Miluki. Nightmare's Dream Tour by Civilobotka. Count Chocula's Copium Crackle House by General Roaster Rock. Spooky Amount of Getinyo Groove On by Tsunami. Ah! By Miluki. Stopping Power by The Lamp. Lazy Purple Palace by Lady Miss Dragon. V for Vanilla Ice Cream by Civilobotka. House of Terrible Candy by Miracle Water. Fortress of Moomin by Habungi. Lunacy by Leonard Daniels, Jack DBS. Templum Sigde Uve Secherum Suki by Grapes. 1002 by Finks. A Star May Be by Chuma. Last Night by El Inferno. Sushi and Cheesecake by Ultima Mantoid. Junkfood 2 Squared by Red Bull. The Great Grimace Shank of Food Poisoning of 2024 by Dazbu. Noctis Labyrinthus by Kessis. Trick in the Trap House for Treats by Deep Opium Sky Insider Thief. Jabu Jabu Indigestion by Bifchi Gandorf. Tech Base by West B. Crater Chips Good Epic Edition Gaming Food Junk of the Food. What the fuck is this name? Oh, I really like this one's name. I don't even remember the map, but by Karuna Aztima. 30 Minutes Till Trick or Treat by Skyonyx. Junkfood Halloween Birthday Bash by Dasbu. Skyrat by Chira. It's Over For You by Il Inferno. Need for Feed Underworld Midnight Grub Footlong Sub Deadition. Too Fast, Too Furious, Grunge, Scariest Mo, Fearza, Horrors, Numb. Basically, it is a racing and slaughter map, but there are also food and Halloween themes. By Wasp-P. WASDB, I'm sorry. Please, Lord, help me. Release these demons by Dazboot. Neon Lunchbox by Signer Thief. You Ate It by Ultima Mantoid. Twilight in Paradise Prophecies of Junkfood Megadon. Oh, Junk Megadon. By Knights 108, Tony Parrot, and Matsuri. Your Skin Turns to Ash in My Throat by Chira. Gateway to Megiddough by Phoenix. Megiddough by Phoenix. Dashi Frickathon, Steph Yesterday, Kessis, Mulcha, Red Bull, Knights 108, WSDB. Hugs for everyone! By Miyagi. Do you wish to become the Junk Food Master Chef? So this is basically, alright. Oh, that was a lot. So you can choose secret episode or no secret episode, but we're gonna do the secret episode this time. And also, I'm really proud of myself because I beat all of these maps without tasks. I'm super happy about that. Yes. So we got Junk Food Chef by Tavio, Wraithmaw by Razik, Ode to Skill Saw by Miyogi, A Test in Correlation by Fuming Bow 639067, and A Mortal Coil by Zolganov and Fuming Bow 639067. So there we are. Yeah, that is the map. So we finally are here after such a long time. But yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys on the secret episode. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.